welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man, hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. I ain't got a nickname for Tuesday yet. Real quick, man, before I get into the video, I get it. Sometimes my stories get a little long, guys. I apologize, man. I be giving my stories prior to I get into the content because you guys are like families. I get some stuff off my chest, man. But anyway, I want to give a little piece of advice before I get into this video, and that is, sometime in life you got to be the closer. I'm sorry, the chair. I get it. You got to be the closer. What I mean by that, I'm not just talking sports, but to give a sports analogy. Sometime in life, you can be around, and everyone is pulling with you, or pulling you to, it's like the team playing well through 3 quarters, but that 4th quarter, that's when legends are made. You got to be the closer. So look at yourself. Ask yourself, are you the closer in your family? Are you the closer at your job? Are you the closer? You're the one that's going to make sure the goal get accomplished. That's my word of advice for you, man. All right, let's get into it. Dennis Schroder has accepted let me make sure I get his numbers right, a 1-year, $5.9 million deal with the Boston Celtics. Now, that's great, right? Congratulations to him. But as old Unc Shannon Sharp tweeted, Dennis Schroder turned down 4 years, $84 million from the Lakers, only to accept a 1 year, $5.9 million from the Celtics. He should have fired his agent or someone, but someone must go. Talk about fumbling the bag. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happened when you overplay your hand. And I know and this is a double-edged sword. I get it. This is a double-edged sword because you ultimately you say, hey man, bet on yourself. You can do it. Go for it. And you're supposed to have that confidence. But this is an example of when your confidence may be not realistic. Maybe you believe too much in yourself. And this is no knock on Schroder. He gambled. This is what it means when you gamble on yourself. You got $84 million on the table, but now you're right back. See, and the thing that scared me if I'm a Boston fan about this whole deal with Schroder is, are we going to get the Schroder that we got in LA, that he'll have some good games, but he's too busy trying to prove himself rather than be a great player. He's trying to show that he's worth 100. I think it was reported that he originally won a $120 million contract. Let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest right here, right now. I thought the 4-year, $84 million was too much. I wasn't willing to give him that. Apparently, no one else was either. I hope that he do not take the approach of I got to go prove something to myself, rather than relax, be willing to come off the bench. Because for me, the Lakers-Schroder relationship got off to a rocky start, man. And the reason why I say this is because Schroder was like, I'm a starter. It's enough of this coming off the bench stuff. Pretty much what he said. I'm paraphrasing here, but it's enough. It was enough of coming off the bench. I'm a starter. I'm gonna start, and I'm like, whoa. Do you realize? First of all, why would Schroder start alongside LeBron James? And that makes no sense to me. Now they worked with it and made it work, and then Bron missed a lot of time, so it kind of worked out. But at the same, it didn't work out ultimately. But at the same time, it was like, bro, who are you to tell somebody you're gonna be a starting point guard over LeBron James? Like that's too much. So to me, and the fact that he came out and said that they've already agreed to this. Wait, who are you to give a team that just won at that time, it just won a championship, give them ultimatums? Okay, didn't make sense to me. But he went on. The Lakers offered him a 4-year, $84 million deal. Declined it. He needed 100 plus, or reported $120 million deal. Well, he just signed for 5.9, so 6. They give him 6. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you can overplay your hand. For Dennis Schroder, I hope this man nothing but success. I hope it works out. I didn't like his stint with the Lakers. I thought that it was just so evident that he was pressing. It was like it would always be crucial moments, and I felt like I was the only one saying this. But it felt like it was crucial moments where, all right, the game's close. Here come he fumbled the ball away. You're like, what the hell are you doing? But he did have some great moments too, so I'm not gonna poo-poo on the guy. he had some good moments too. Enough for the Lakers to offer him $84 million, and he rejected it. That might be the biggest offer he ever get. Don't know. Hopefully, he can get back in the conversation and play himself into that contract again. And I bet you next time he'll take it. He was like one of the last free agent signings, man. Like one of the last notable free agent signings. As far as Boston, you take him over there with Tatum and Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart. It's a good move. I think that he can add some. He definitely got value, and that's the thing. I don't want to make it sound like he don't have value. He definitely is a good player, but I just think that he has to focus on being the best basketball player that he can be, not getting the biggest contract that he can get. Those are two different things. And when you don't, when you're not focused on being the best player, but it's outside, and maybe you get the big money, right? Like some people, it works. Like you see it a lot, especially in football, where players are it's like a contract year, or they going for it, and then you go, well, all right, he got his contract now. What's next? You know, obviously we can say that about my guy Zeke. I'm a Cowboy fan if you didn't know. My guy Zeke felt like, man, he got his money. Dude, kind of chill out. He looked like he motivated again, but I'm just saying, last couple years, man, he got his money. But we've seen that in the NBA, two players get their money, and then you just like, this dude got paid this. You expect it to be this, and it just didn't work out that way. So, either way it go, man, I'm super happy for Dennis Schroder to have a job and have an opportunity to prove himself again. But what I will say is I'm definitely not gonna act like I was happy with his stint in LA. To me, I'm just reading it, right? Like I got a bad feeling. It didn't feel like he came in about the team. He came in trying to showcase his skills with the Lakers. And to me personally, I didn't feel like that worked, man. It didn't work. So he signed a 1 year, pretty much $6 million deal with the Boston Celtics. Shout out to him. He's definitely got a place in the league, and may be a sixth man. Even though he said he's past that. We'll see, man. Yeah, thanks for your services in LA. What you did do, what you didn't do, whatever. All right, so I'm happy for him though. I am. That at least he got signed. Now the Lakers wanted to sign and trade, so that didn't happen. That's disappointing. But he wasn't incentivized to do the Lakers no favor. He didn't have to. It would have been great if he could have made something happen, but he wasn't incentivized to do that. He didn't have to, and he didn't. So shout out to Dennis Schroder with the Boston Celtics. 1 year, $5.9 million. More than this story is it? Don't overplay your hand. A bird in the hand is worth more than two in the bush. Remember that.